I look ridiculous. Oh, we look so tired.
My butt crack is chafed. My feet are super sore.
They have a strawberry sprinkle donut. Oh, I'm using this rock as a windbreak. It's not really breaking the wind now. The wind is not cooperating with my rocks.
Yeah.
For the light to change, I'm seeing the sunrise behind me.
I've been half a mile. I'm already on fire. And we picked the best day ever to start. It's rainy and like 40 degrees.
Yep.
Yep. But it's hot. And this awesome smart wool.
Yep.
The past life again. I'm reaching for only one second.
One night at a time. I look ridiculous, but I'm warm.
She's like Kenny from South Park.
What does that mean?
You never watched South Park?
No, I
Oh,
wasn't
you weren't
allowed.
allowed. And it's probably, yeah, you were youngin'. Anyway, who killed Kenny? He's always got an orange coat on. You can only see his face
Oh, cool.
with his puffy coat like his. Today is day one of our adventure. We did the approach trail from
Amicalola Falls.
Amicalola
State Park.
Falls State Park. It's about 8 miles. I don't remember the exact number, but it's close to that.
It's 8.8 miles from the bottom of the falls to Springer Mountain.
Okay.
And then we were on the fence about coming to this shelter or going 2 more miles further.
It was
But
about,
he needed water anyway, so
Yeah.
4 miles an hour. We were booking it.
no, we were not.
Just kidding.
The last 2 miles coming up here were,
A little slow.
I was hurting. I was out of water. I had a little, I said, I feel like Deadpool. My trail legs died, and I'm just regrowing them right now.
I was cruising. I wouldn't say booking, but cruising.
You were moving quite fast. For me personally, I've not done any physical activity except for a handful of bodyweight workouts since the beginning of December, which is very strange for me. But we were working on a new rig and finishing up our jobs in Utah, and I just time and travel and all the other things with. So I've been lacking, and I could tell today my endurance and my strength and my whatever just is diminished. So
Cardio.
yeah, but not horrible. We're in a shelter tonight. We're hanging out with some cool fellow Texans,
Yeah, a couple Texans.
and I like not having to set the tent up. I'm going to really like not having to take a wet tent down tomorrow morning.
That was, if the shelter will probably be a little colder than what our tent would be, but the fact that we don't have to take a wet tent down in the morning.
And the humidity inside, so it'll be wet inside and outside. You can see the fog back here.
Yeah, that was the selling factor for me.
Yeah, and I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah.
I typically like to be off by myself doing my own thing, but I think we'll do as many open star night camping and many shelter camping as we can, as long as they're not super annoying people. Because I have no problem packing up my crap and moving.
Or mice.
Or that too. Oh yeah, we heard this guy over here got a bear canister for his food, and he says, yeah, I had food in a bear box, and the mice got in the bear box and ate my food, so I always have a bear canister now.
I don't blame you.
Anyway, day one was a good day for us. I told Blair today, I said, I feel like the best analogy I can have is going to boot camp. So you kind of trepidate. you know, the trepidation you have before you go, and then you get there, and then you start, and you're like, all right, I'm in it. And then your first day really sucks because you're just new and don't know what's going on. And the second day is going to be the same way tomorrow morning, I'm sure. But over time, it just gets easier, a little easier every day. And that's all we're going to keep doing. Just a little easier every day.
There you go. How do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time.
Yep.
So that's what we'll do.
All right, my shoulder is extremely tired right now. So I'm going to go change out of my damp clothes for some more dry things and maybe chit-chat for a bit and get in the bag.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep. Sun! It might be fleeting, but I'll take it.
We're both kind of fatigued, and it's uphill. We walked downhill for a couple miles, and now we're the opposite couple miles uphill. And man, slow going.
Oh, we look so tired.
Yeah, we got to meet
TNT?
some fellow Airstreamers this morning. TNT, they recognized us. I'm glad they did too, because they were all bundled up. I wouldn't have recognized them. All right, it's the end of our day 2.
Mm-hmm.
Today kicked my butt.
It was hard. Yeah.
We did 14 miles.
Oh, let me look. 14.1.
So 14 miles a day. It took us about 8 hours of walking. We left at 8:30.
Got the camper around 4:30. It's too cold for me.
My butt crack is chafed. My feet are super sore. I got here today, but I was filling up water. I just took my pack off and just laid in the sun for like 15 minutes until...
I came up from getting water, and he literally had just taken his sleeping pad. Like, his pack was dropped, and his sleeping pad was on the ground. He was just like face down on it. Like spread eagle face down.
Yeah. I was done like 2 hours before we got here.
Yeah. If we had had a water source to stop at, we would have maybe stopped before we did.
Yeah. But I got a full belly and decently warm. We're in our tent tonight. 1.5 miles from here is the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so late in the day, we assumed, well, more so than anything, I was ready to be done.
Yeah.
And we assumed that it would probably be overwhelmed. So we just tent camped here.
Yep.
There's 3 other tents in our little site here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Not far from water.
Which means it's going to be cold in the morning.
Yep.
And there's a freeze warning tonight. The low is
20
for tomorrow morning when we get up. So it's going to be a lot of fun packing everything
Super
up
exciting.
in the morning.
Yep.
But maybe as we pack it up, our bodies will warm up. Maybe not. It's okay though.
And we got an uphill climb for a bit.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. I had my hands in my gloves and mittens all day long.
Yep.
With my rain jacket on as a windshield. It was very windy today. The sun was out.
Yep.
It was gorgeous, but very windy, which made it a little chilly. But when the wind stopped, it felt great.
Yeah, I changed clothes 4 times. Taking stuff off, putting other stuff on.
Yeah.
Then I had a pain in my side where my bag was pushing, and I don't know. It's like I said yesterday's video. It's like going to boot camp. Day 1, you're like, meh. And you wake up this morning, you're like, did I really do this? Day 2 is an extra long day. Day 1 at boot camp ain't as long as day 2 is. So we'll see how day 3 goes tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, Blair.
Good night. It's still early.
One other thing I forgot to talk about was we played a game today called How Many Words Do You Know That Start with the letter K? There's whatever number according to the dictionary, and we probably came up with 50.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, we played for all day.
It helped pass the time.
It does help pass the time.
I just want to know how you started with the letter K.
Because I thought that would be the hardest one to do. I mean, Z and Y would be hard.
It was hard.
K was really hard. I kept thinking of C words. Good morning, day 3.
Good morning, day 3. The ground is solid, and I'm going to be solid if we don't start moving.
Yeah, my little pea jar was frozen. And water coming out of the ground was frozen too, so it's chilly.
Oh, so windy.
We're at
What do you got?
What do you get? Yeah. Blair is freezing. She can't drink water. She's tired. And we've gone about 6 miles this morning.
Yeah, it's 6 or so. Yep, it's I think we woke up to 21 degree weather when I checked it. It's probably 26 degrees now, not including the wind chill. It'll get up to 40.
I can feel where all the holes in my underwear are. Oh, we forgot. I chopped down a tree with my bare hand yesterday.
He did. Strategically tripped on a rock and caught himself on a tree. And
It was dead.
Said, nope.
It fell
And he
down.
fell right over. Oh.
Welcome to the judge's chamber. Welcome, Kitty. Do it again.
God said, let there be light.
It did nothing to affect the light in the room.
There is no light to be had.
of a future that
Welcome to the morning of day 4. It's 25-ish degrees, kind of breezy. Blair's over here somewhere. She's got her COVID mask on. We stayed at the Above the Clouds Hostel last night.
Yep.
Great crew
Yeah.
that was working there this time of year, and
Lucky, Disco, and Chief.
yep.
Impromptu staff.
Yeah, Lucky has a cool beard. His beard's gray right here in the middle, and when it grows out, it looks like the blaze on the trail.
The
But yeah.
hostel's been open for 4 years,
Yep,
so going strong.
cool place, good atmosphere. Recommend stopping in if you happen to be through this area.
Yep.
Today the plan is to go, how far, Blair?
10 miles to Neil Gap plus a mile and a half to a campsite.
In Neil Gap, we're going to stop, and Brad might be buying a new pack.
Yeah. We're gonna go up and over Blood Mountain today.
Yeah, I was checking out Lucky's pack last night. What's it, CLA?
It's a ULA.
ULA. ULA circuit pack. It's pretty legit. Very lightweight.
4 pounds lighter than Brad's current pack.
Yeah. So I got this pack because the frame, because my time as a Marine, this is the only kind of pack I ever carried. Oh, they had a great breakfast.
Oh, yes.
Potatoes, eggs, sausage. It's included in your stay.
Hot coffee, hot tea.
Yeah.
We have a full stock room for resupply.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. We got to see a couple of people that we met yesterday
Yeah.
on the first day on trail.
Yeah.
It was good. And they have a shuttle service that takes you almost anywhere.
Yeah. So many people will stay there for a night and then do, what's it called? The pack?
Slack pack.
What?
Slack.
Slack pack. So they'll drive them north over the other side of Blood Mountain, and they'll slack pack with it just like a day pack. Hike south, stay another night, and they get driven back to that point and continue north on their journey.
Yeah.
That's not something I was aware was an option.
It was very enticing when she mentioned it yesterday.
Yeah, very much so.
But I figure we'll go north for now and then find out where it takes us.
Yep.
Welcome to the curly-haired Blair
Yeah.
that no one ever sees.
Yeah.
It's a little flat.
I've been trying to get her to let it do that and then go back to her natural root color, but she
Yeah.
won't do it.
So, 3rd day on trail, 1st day curly. It'll probably be the last time you ever see it straight.
I'm driving down.
Exiting the Blood Mountain Wilderness. And there's Brad coming around the corner. He is coming around the corner. Here he comes. he is coming around the corner. Here he comes.
The sunrise behind me.
What'd you say about a level sight?
It's just a beautiful thing. After not having one for a couple of nights,
Yeah.
it makes you realize how much real estate you have when it is level. Love it. Love it. And I won't roll into you in the middle of the night, which is nice for you.
Say what?
I said, maybe I do need a hat. Got the hat hair from all day. Whew.
What day is today?
Day 4. This is the best day yet. Never underestimate the power of a warm shower, a comfy bed, and a free breakfast. That was my mantra.
And fresh clothes.
Oh, and laundry was done too. Yeah.
It was chilly this morning, like 20
25
degrees.
degrees. Yep.
Good walk, maybe 11 miles. I got a new pack today.
I think it was 12. 11, 12.
You
Neither
comment
here-
on my new pack?
Neither here nor there when you're doing 2200. Yeah, you did get a new pack. It's called a ULA circuit.
We saw one at the hostel last night. Chatted with Lucky is his name.
Yep.
He had one.
Yep.
I liked it. Went and got one tried on.
Mhm.
Moved all my stuff over.
Yeah.
Lost 6 pounds.
6 pounds between 2 packs.
Yep.
Got rid of some gear.
Yep.
So
Mailed a pack back. It was quite expensive.
yeah, but you know,
Whatever.
that's
This pack was
that's
also
part
quite
of
expensive.
my budget.
Yeah.
Your incidentals.
Yep. Good day overall.
Yeah.
What's the store called?
We went from we were at the
Woody Gap.
Woody Gap. We got dropped off by the hostel at Woody Gap. We went up and over Blood Mountain, and then we got to Mountain Crossings.
Oh,
by
let's talk
one.
about that. The up was forever. There was a whole bunch of faults,
False Summit.
summits, and then going down the other side, the northern side, was
I wouldn't want to go up that side.
it's like a rock scramble.
It is a rock scramble.
It's tough.
But it was good. I
Yeah,
had
it's a
great
really
day.
great view. Really great view.
We got dropped off at Woody Gap at 7:55, and we got to the summit at 11:45, and then we were back in Mountain Crossings by 1 p.m.
Yep. Went to the little store.
Hung out there for a couple hours.
Yep. If you like pizza, they can cook you a pizza.
Yeah.
We had some cheese and a Coke Zero.
Yep.
Speaking of Coke Zero, if you would like to purchase me some Coke Zero and a trail mix, you can do so on our Patreon page. I would very much appreciate it. And Blair would like a Fresca and a moon pie.
Mine says Fresca and a moon pie.
Yeah. It's just a $3 donation. You can donate whatever you want, but we would very much appreciate it if you'd like to buy us some chow. Good campground here. There's quite a few people here tonight.
Yep.
We're trying to be sneaky and get out of here early so we can get a spot at a shelter because it's going to rain.
Yep.
But anyway, it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get up in the morning and get going.
Nope, it was a great day.
Blair popped a blister from my foot, me on my foot,
I sure did.
and she hit herself in the face with her bungee cord.
This guy from my sleeping bag, it compresses it around my neck. It was caught on something and it went, got me in the head.
Yep.
Great concept,
Yep. All right.
as long as they're not stuck on anything.
Good night, all. Good morning, day 5. It's a chilly start. We got started before everybody else. The other one guy was right behind us.
Yep.
But it's a little windy right here, and we're moving.
They have a strawberry sprinkle donut.
Right. You got enough choices to make now here?
We should have just skipped that whole shit together.
It was a 0.9 mile up and over a steep mountain.
We could have just
From,
walked up the
like,
road like half a mile.
Tessany Gap to Hogpen Gap. And I'm pretty sure this is the same road we were just on.
What the hell? Tired of being on Toe Jam Hill.
What a little oasis. Oh, you just got your foot wet. I said, what a little oasis.
What a little sore bread.
Oh, the post is in the way.
What?
The post was in my way.
I'm driving down an empty freeway. No waiting for the light to.
We have made it to the end of day 5. Well, not the end of the day, but the end of our walking day.
Mm-hmm.
We're at a shelter because it's going to rain tonight and most of tomorrow. So we wanted to be able to get up in the morning and get packed without packing in the rain and hopefully get to the next shelter, which is like 7 miles away. Right.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a short day tomorrow.
And get in a shelter.
Mm-hmm.
So we get up early. So we snuck up last night and beat everybody here. Got prime spot. We're going to try to do the same in the morning. But I wonder how many people will be.
There's 5 more sites left in our shelter.
I wonder how many will be crammed in that one tomorrow because it's going to be raining all day.
Yeah, there's only 7 in that shelter too.
Lunch-wise, so I like the freeze-dried meals or the dehydrated meals because they're lightweight. As a Marine for many years and many years in the field eating MREs, I really never heated up my food. I just ate it cold. And even now, I don't mind eating cold food. So it's not a plus to me to get a warm meal, except when it's cold. It is really nice to have a warm belly when it's cold. Mm-hmm. But the drawbacks to carrying other things, like I carry tuna, like a big family-sized pack of tuna, 11 ounces of tuna, is that stuff is heavy. Mm-hmm. My food bag is really heavy. So I do notice a noticeable difference when I'm packed with tuna or packed with dehydrated meals. Mm-hmm. So.
And yesterday we were cruising with just a day's left of food into town. And today now we have 4 days, 4.5 days of food.
Got a resupply yesterday.
Noticeably different.
Yeah. How was your walk today?
It was good. Some of the uphills were a little slower than yesterday, but
yeah, Blair was like an 18-wheeler carrying a heavy load and with her emergency flashers on in the right lane.
That's probably an accurate statement.
I go uphill great. It feels fine to me. It doesn't hurt my knees, anything. Flat ground's great. Downhill, it sucks for me on every level. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just the way I walk downhill is not ideal. And I can't get my gait properly, so I got a really short gait. And my toes are jammed into my shoes, and it's just the whole thing.
That's exactly where our dog would sleep. Look how cute.
Something else.
Did you find a friend?
I found a friend.
And they are.
Yeah. She's probably really warm, dude.
I'm driving down an empty freeway.
Oh, the Frozen shirt. Completely solid. I can't wait to see what those socks are like. Boiling water so that we can unfreeze our frozen Bearline clasps. How was your night?
Chilly.
A little chilly. But it was a beautiful sunrise. Hopefully it'll make it all better. Will it stand up on its own? Not putting those on this morning.
Good morning, day 7.
I thought it was day 6. I don't know what
Saturday.
day it is. It's maybe day 7.
7.
I should pull my hood up so that I don't get out.
It's
All
cold.
right. It's cold.
We rained yesterday. We had a full house and a shelter.
We got there around
Everybody got there.
10:30. Some people stopped at lunch. Some
Yeah.
people rolled in around 4.
But by like 3, everybody was in their bag, napping and just hanging out. It was chill night.
Yeah.
It got bitter cold tonight, so we're gonna get a ride into town this morning and go stay in a hotel for a couple of days, have a 0 day, catch up on some things, and dry some things out because we got some very hard, very stiff, wet, foamily wet clothes.
Frozen gear. Socks, shoes.
Yeah.
Everything that we wore yesterday is frozen. We're wearing our sleeping clothes underneath all of my layers. We got about 2.5 miles. And then we'll head into town.
Let's go. There. You got the new sag look.
It's so bad. They're slipping. Well, I'm using this rock as a windbreak. It's not really breaking the wind now. The wind is not cooperating with my rocks.
Yeah.
Yep. Have you thawed out?
Yeah.
I've surprisingly, remarkably warmed up and thawed out of my shoes. Although they were rock solid and frozen this morning, feeling great. So, but all of our gear is wet and frozen.
Yep.
I crunched it all together.
It doesn't pack down quite as good.
It doesn't. My pack is huge compared to 2 days ago. Yeah, it doesn't. So. I went through a hiker box while Brad went to the store with all of our gear here, and I found all kinds of goodies. And I said I was like a squirrel foraging for nuts. I went through that thing like crazy. I found a book to read while we're here for the next day and a half. I remembered I wanted to get a razor from Ingles, but there were like 6 razors in there, plus some shaving cream, and there's a large tube of toothpaste. So I'm gonna use all those while we're here, and then I'll put the toothpaste back in there before we head out.
And a can of gas.
I found 2 cans. There's like 6 cans of gas in there.
Really?
So I found the 2 heaviest ones. So we'll weigh them and see which one, and test them, of course, so that we make sure they work. And I found you little flossies. Yeah.
Good quality?
I don't know. We'll find out. But they look like your old ones.
Okay.
In few Ziplocs. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to the end of day 7 in a hotel room.
Yep.
This is the Holiday Inn Express. Yes, we're going to stay at one tonight.
Yep.
And all day tomorrow. Have a 0 day.
Mm-hmm.
Had a short hike this morning to get into the ride into Hiawassee, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And now Blair is searching for sustenance.
Dinner.
I said, we got pounds of food here.
Ugh.
I want to lighten my pack, so I'm eating some of that. But she wants to go have something. But
I don't want backpacking food. I want either different food or fresh food.
guess you're going to McDonald's because Huddle House is closed.
I don't think so. I think I'll probably go to Ingles and get something instead.
Okay. Very good week. We are 1 week down. We're 61 miles-ish in and 40 miles or so to the border. Not quite 40.
Yeah, probably like 20 something. I don't know.
So it'd be nice to change states. The scenery doesn't change that much, but it's still hills and rocky. We have ahead of us 2 of the biggest climbs in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably do those on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And
so we have a big couple of days. We'll have the last 2 2 big climbs in Georgia. We'll have we'll have the last 2 big climbs out of Georgia. We'll have the Georgia-North Carolina border, and we'll have the 100-mile mark.
Yeah.
All within our next stretch.
Yeah. All within the next week. So
Yeah.
you'll see all that on week 2.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say a thank you to our friends at LMNT for keeping us hydrated and salty and crampless, because I tell you what, the warm chocolate in the mornings or the evenings, I'm not making coffee out here, but I do have some warm water, and just filling my bottles, my smart water bottles every day with some flavor of LMNT makes my life complete. Just day 1 or day 2, I was having little cramps in my legs, poured one in, chugged it down, cramps gone. So LMNT will be with us throughout the duration of this hike, and we're excited for that.
Most importantly, watermelon will be with me.
Oh, yeah, she's a watermelon fan.
That's my
Watermelon flavor.
That's the only flavor I pack, and I give all the other flavors to him.
I don't care. They're all favorites of mine. So
Yeah, he loves it.
also want to say thanks for the shout out on Backpacker Radio. And if you're a hiker and you don't listen to Backpacker Radio, who are you? Episode 191, they mentioned us. They talk about our through hike, so we're excited that they are listening and know we're out there in the world. We've been listening to those guys for a long time, particularly Blair does. That's our go-to podcast for all things hiking. So Backpacker Radio, if you're not listening to them, you need to be.
Yeah.
What else, Blair?
Day 1 of next week will look a lot like this. I don't intend on doing much tomorrow.
Yeah. For sure. Rest day.
Resting before 3 really big days.
And I will show you the explosion that is in this hotel room right now with all of our gear, washing and cleaning and drying out and airing out and all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
Yep. Week 1 complete.